Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 42. And today we're going to be doing a review of Caribou Crossing single barrel Canadian whiskey. So this is a first timer for us to be reviewing a Canadian whiskey, but this one is really unique and I was able to get a bottle of this, but I think this is going to be an awesome review considering we haven't done one in a while, so I figured I gotta step it up and find something a little more interesting to get us back up and going again. So about this, this is advertised as the world's first single barrel Canadian whiskey. That's, again, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know really anything about Canadian whiskey, but again, that's one of their advertising points. And this is also known as Canadian Blanton. So if you notice, the bottle itself is very similar to a Blanton's bottle in terms of what the cork is going to be. So again, this is a Caribou as opposed to a horse on top of a Blanton's bottle. I really just want to talk about the bottle. So I almost didn't want to open this because the bottle is just like so like fucking cool. So you can see like it's like etched around, and then in here obviously it has a description on the back, but I mean like the level of detail is just insane. And then right here, and then obviously the Caribou on top. So this is a deeply allocated product, from what I was told. So they only bottle this twice a year. So I think they do it in the fall and they do it in the spring. It retails about 65, anywhere from 50 to 65 bucks. Aftermarket is crazy, because from what I understand, at least here, I think most places only get about 3 bottles a year. So I paid $67 for this. So, I paid really close to MSRP, but what makes it so unique and why it's called Canadian Blanton's, so Buffalo Trace buys the barrels of this and they bottle the Canadian whiskey in the Buffalo Trace distillery, and then they distribute. So this distillery, Caribou Crossing, is out of Montreal, Canada. So again, it's just super unique, and we'll go and get into it. And as you can see, I kind of dove right into it not that long ago, but let's go ahead and talk about it. So again, there's not a whole lot of information on this. Again, I try to look for it. I try to look for a mash bill. I try to look for an age. None of that. All I know, this is an 80 proof Canadian whiskey. So I mean, really, I wish I could rattle off more of the stats on this, but really, we'll just be able to drink it and taste it and talk about it today. So go ahead and give it a pour. And it does have a really nice amber color. And again, I don't really have a whole lot of point of references in terms of a Canadian whiskey. I mean, really, the Canadian whiskeys I've had are Crown, Seagram's. Again, I think there's like pretty much only 2 Canadian whiskeys I've had that I can think of off the top of my head. So again, I don't really have a baseline in terms of a comparison, but I know it's sweeter, and I can tell already on the nose, this is very sweet on the nose. 80 proof, so again, it's not really jumping at you, so it's obviously that low proof, which would make this an easy sipper. So we'll go ahead and sip. Easy drinker with 80 proof. Not a whole lot of heat on it. Just tastes like caramel, marshmallow. I would say this is definitely would fall under, an after dinner, like kind of a dessert drink, or if you want to make a cocktail out of this, I don't know if I would, but again, it'd just be more of a dessert sweet based cocktail that you want to use I'm not Irish, but a Canadian whiskey for. So I'm gonna drink it. yeah, I mean, it's really good. Really, really good. Very, very enjoyable. But yeah, let's go ahead and rate this thing. Um, I would say for the price point, I would say this in terms of, I think the extent that which people go to attain this, I wouldn't say it's, really going to the ends of the earth to get it. But in terms of what I paid, I'd say it's a 7. Taste, I'd say it's a 9. So I'll say overall this is a solid 8. If you can get this, go ahead and do it. I guess it's cool to add to your collection. And again, I think just the bottle is just really, really cool and something a little bit different from a regular American whiskey or Kentucky bourbon. So that'll do it for today. Again, look forward to legitimately getting back on the train on this, but we'll talk soon, guys. Thanks.